Hello, welcome y'all to a special video. Um, I'm really gonna sit and just yap for about an hour, 30 minutes. Um, I had a bad day today and kind of relapsed in the sense that, well, damn, Jack, you going back into that mode or you getting those thoughts, but I knew I was gonna have a bad day. I didn't know it was gonna be so soon though, to where I relapse. But again, reaching out to people made it better. Not sitting alone made it better. And kind of getting it out quickly. Getting away from it fast. Like, um, it's just it sucks. You get that pit feeling randomly, and then you start thinking about all the past things you did in your life, and it's like, man, it's like it is. I can't really describe it. It's like you get this pit feeling as if like nothing matters. Everything is just, and you just want to go. You want to leave, and you want to make. And I think the best option to do that is to immediately reach out to somebody and call them. Don't talk about what you're going through. Just talk about something random. Be like, hey, what you doing right now? You want to talk? You want to have a conversation? Um, and get through that conversation. Uh, Talking right now because I'm texting somebody right now to get me through the day. But I really want to sit down and test the waters because I made that mini vlog that took no effort at all. I didn't realize how easy vlog making is. Basically, the difficult part is finding something to do to vlog about, but it's very easy to make a vlog, and you don't need AI to to do it. Like, oh, AI, make a mini vlog for me. It's like, bro, come on. It took me 30 minutes to edit that video. I don't know if the screen transitions are AI. Oh no, it didn't seem like it. It's just a screen transition. But it took 30 minutes to edit that video. Of what was it? 3 hours of me doing stuff. 3 hours of me doing stuff, and it took 30 minutes of editing. Um, if it was like an hour, like hours of footage, it wouldn't have been long either. It wouldn't have took that long either. But I'm telling you, bro, people are lazy, and I like listening to myself talk, but people are very lazy. I'm not gonna be using AI. This is a no AI channel. Um, I just don't. Editing is a skill. It's a talent, and making it into something that's like not tedious is kind of like bullshit because it's a skill. Some of the best things I've ever seen, like Scott Pilgrim versus the World, one of the best edited movies I've ever seen, and it's like, damn, bro, you couldn't. That movie's made with passion for something, and it's a skill gap. Everything, everywhere, all at once is incredibly edited, and that what makes the movie is the editing. But right now, I'm trying to deal with. I just want to yap and sit down and talk. about certain things that's going on, certain feelings I'm having. But I want to put the burden of talking about her, right? I don't want to put that burden of talking about her to anybody. So I'm gonna just make a video for him about it. Uh, all of my problems stem back further, like from high school, but really me breaking down and crumbling came from a breakup. I said this in my managing depression, the dealing with depression, the first video. Um, I, I said what I was dealing with, and it stems from a breakup. And I'm just I got left while I was in the hospital for mental health, and that I think that's what would really get me. I got zero closure, right? I had just gotten out the hospital. I'm thinking this person is gonna help me. She's breaking up with me, so it's not a good idea for me to see you. And that's cool. That's cool. But what I didn't realize, I didn't spot the red flags. Why didn't she come to see me at my lowest point in my life? I just attempted suicide, right? I just attempted suicide. Why would this person not come see me at the lowest point in my life? I never thought about it like that. Nobody ever looked at it like that. Everybody's saying it's not a good idea for me to see you. Why is it not a good idea? Why is it not a good idea? What do I? It's like somebody's not telling me what I feel like. I would see this person because we just spent a year together. Why would you not come see me at the absolute lowest point of my life? I'm in a mental hospital with people who have extreme illnesses. Some of they can control, some they can't. These addicts, um, people that just got dealt a bad hand in life, and you didn't come see me. It's just I don't know. It threw me for a loop. It threw me for a loop, and I thought I was the reason why she didn't see me. I thought I fucked up. I messed up. Like, oh, Jack, it's your fault that she's not seeing you. And I blame myself. And I went back to the mental hospital again. And this time, she cut me off completely. I'm blocked everywhere. Like, I have no way of accessing or getting communication from her. I have not gotten a response from her in months. Right? And we have mutuals. We have people that she talks to regularly. Like, that I know, that I'm cool with. And I'm getting this, and it's just weird. It's just weird behavior, of weird avoidant behavior. And I am not an avoidant at all. Uh, I love expressing my feelings. I used to be an avoidant, but not anymore. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I'm feeling at that given moment. Like, and I don't like cutting people out of my life. I've always been against that. I say cutting people out your life is ridiculous. It's like I'm not gonna cut certain people out of my life. Um, I just need to know why. I just need to know why, and I think that's why I'm breaking so bad. I don't know why. I don't know why she's treating me like this. I keep saying why, and everyone's like, there is no why. We don't know why. No one understands why. It doesn't make sense. That's what everybody tells me. The therapist tells me this. My mom tells me this. My friends tell me this. We don't know why. No one can explain why but her, and she's not giving you the why. Right? And it's killing me because I always search for answers and stuff. Right? I've always been a person to that looks to find answers in certain things, and hey, I need to know the why. Why did this happen? Who did this? What brought him to this decision? And I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that confirmation. And it's killing me. It's killing me and it's eating me up inside. Because when I start thinking about it, I'm like, I'm starting looking at other people's experiences. And it's like, yo, this experience don't line up with me. They didn't do this. That means they really never really truly gave a fuck about me. And that when you realize they truly never gave two shits about you, now that's another type of feeling of pain. It's like you wasted time. You wasted so much time. It's like you never gave a fuck about me at all. Not even as a human being. You don't care if I live or die. So now I'm angry, and now I need to see you in person. I need to confront you on this issue. And that is the signs of anger. And it's like, man, I don't know how to cope with it. Like I don't know why. Like I genuinely don't know why. Am I a bad person? Is she scared of taking accountability? Is she trying to move on from me? Did she ever care about me in any way? I'm dealing with severe mental issues, right? I'm a manic depressant. I get manic. I start doing saying insane things when I'm sad. When I'm sad or I get that pit in my stomach. So I have to go to sleep. I have to take medicines to counteract the mania. It's so bad that they think I could have early onset bipolar. I'm already taking a bipolar medication. So I don't know what I fully have. So they tested me out on different medicines to see how I react to them. And it's just like, how could you leave somebody or treat somebody like you're treating them? I just can't fathom it. Especially somebody I spent so long with that I thought I knew. But I didn't know this person. They clearly were hiding from me. And that makes me angry. See, it's in a constant cycle of repeating because I'm not moving on because I don't have any closure. I don't understand why it was happening. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's why it's so difficult for me to move on. Because I haven't got any closure. But this vid is simply me just trying to figure things out, trying to get back on my feet and express more feelings. But I didn't want to make this video sitting around in the car. I haven't played the game in a while, so I started. I'm playing the game to really take my mind off things because this is how I focus usually. You know, play the game in silence, sit in silence, and just do my thing. I've been thinking about getting a new CPU because this one has been put through the ringer, and you can see my FPS is pretty ass on BO7, and I need a new CPU, new GPU. CPUs are relatively cheap. Probably gonna get a 500 X3D. Next check, but I really want a tattoo. Right, a tattoo. That will really help me. That would be a nice little vlog I could do. Go get a tattoo. Go get piercings. But I want to go with somebody to do it. Like I want to go. I wish I had like a do it all type friend. Like oh, let's do it all, bro. Let's get right. Let's do everything. But I never had that. So I thought I did have that, but you know, that person's gone. Uh, but this is a little rant video. Ain't nothing really to talk about other than I had a bad day. But I need to post more content every day. Just post. Just post more content. Post more content. Get it. Put yourself out there as much as possible. These are my video journals, right? I'm posting my video diaries basically. I'm posting my video diaries, and people are liking them. I'm getting engagement. I just need to try harder. Like, I feel like people are want to see me succeed, want to see me shine. They're seeing the improvement slowly, but I feel like I'm missing something. Something is missing. There's still a hole. There's like a void, and I'm falling in it. Like I'm doing everything that I have to do, but there's still something missing. Like there's just void. And like it's like, oh, I'm missing something. I'm missing something. Like, Jack, you're doing everything I do. You finally got plans. You know what you want to do. But there's this giant void. Like, it's like, no, you missing her. None of this matters. Get her. Well, no. It's like, no. You not missing that. You missing her. You missing her. It's just, and I'm trying to kick. It's like a drug. It just it's telling me to come back. My mom calls it her cancer. She's a cancer. She ruins my mood. She ruins my mood. She ruins my entire day. It's a cancer. And I think that's a great explanation for it. Like, she's a cancer. She just ruins everything. She's killing you. Can I shoot? Is there a reload cancel? I'm not even gonna question what just happened. Wait. Yeah, my R button was stuck. But she's a cancer. My friend, shouts out to Skeptic's Corner. Hello. My friend, he called me and said, "Hey, she does not give a fuck about you, Dane. She left you at your absolute lowest point in your life. She doesn't care about you. Absolute lowest point in my life. It was the lowest point in my life. This is the worst year of my life, but at the same time, this is the best year of my life because I've improved so much. Like, the year my grandpa died was also a really bad year, and they got pictures of me during that time. I looked fucking horrible. I think I weighed like 115 pounds. I looked terrible. Uh, I didn't care about myself. I didn't know who I was as a person, and I was suicidal. You know, after high school. Um, very low point in my life. Just sat in my room, played the game, and did nothing. Didn't take showers, and I know this might sound disgusting. Didn't take showers, stunk up the place. Just complete, utter, no caring, horrible, no job, unemployed, just a bum, complete bum. I then got a job and became something, right? got a job, I made friends, I started getting into fashion, I started getting into politics, I started getting into uh, self improvement. Uh, um, I started learning basketball and how to play it properly, how to do it properly. It's like I started like really improving myself, and I'm a completely different person than I was back then. Right? I was depressed. I was depressed. It was so bad, and I thought it couldn't get any worse than that, and it did. After the best year of my life, I had the worst year of my life. 2025 was one of the best years of my life. Then I had the worst year, the worst start to a year I've ever had. And now I'm capping off this year. I had a decent birthday. I'm learning how to self-soothe again. Like a baby self-soothe, cry. I'm learning how to do it. And it's a process, but I'm it's a process, but I'm getting back, right? I'm getting myself back. It's just I couldn't, I just couldn't shake it. And speaking of that, my friend's calling me right now. I'm not gonna answer because I'm gonna probably call him back. But put that on silent. My bad, guys. But like I don't know. I have nothing to talk about today. Let's talk about politics. Currently politics. If no one knows my politics. If you don't know my politics, I would say I'm a Democrat, liberal, uh, social democrat, whatever, progressive, whatever the fuck. Um, recently, uh, recently in the left leaning spaces, there's been a lot of infighting. Infighting spawned due to that really started with, I would say, Zoran Mandani getting elected as mayor for New York, and people like Hassan Piker. Uh, I wouldn't say taking credit. Don't quote me on this, but like people like Hassan Piker and constantly endorsing him and stuff like that. And Hassan Piker is a Twitch streamer, if you don't know who he is. Uh, who's kind of problematic. I'm not gonna lie. He has a dog shocking allegations. He said things like America deserved 9/11. Um, you add context to it. Uh, it's a crazy statement to make. It doesn't matter what type of context you make. It's a crazy statement to make. America did have some type of 9/11 was America had some. They're not responsible. They don't deserve it. 2,000 people don't deserve to die because America funded a guy who is insane. But Americans don't deserve to die for that. It's still an insane statement. But I understand why somebody would make the statement. It's just an insane statement to make. He made that statement. He said the Houthis, a militant group or terrorist group, depending on who you're talking to, are good guys. I don't know how that's true. Everything I looked up on the Houthis is just a lot of kidnapping, killing. I don't really say. He denied rapes on October 7th. I looked into that. There isn't really any concrete proof. I think there is proof. I think they have statements from anonymous sources. People don't. It's hard to get rape victims to speak um, on certain issues. People don't want to talk about that, and most of the sources are anonymous because they're rape victims. People don't want to be harassed or something like that because there's a lot of because especially right now with Israel just being the most hated country uh, besides not one of the most hated countries in the history of the world. What they are right now, they just completely hate it. I wouldn't want the victims of rape, which a lot of people believe didn't happen on October 7th, to be threatened or accused of lying about certain accusations, especially with such a mass scale terrorist attack. Why would you lie about being raped when something that horrific happened? October 7th is insanity. It's very violent. But Israel's actions after October 7th are not justified. An eye for an eye leaves the world blind. And also, they kind of went overkill. Bombing, not indiscriminately, but without care. You feel what I'm saying? It's not indiscriminate ethnic cleansing type bombing, but it's without care, right? So people label it as a genocide. People label it as a genocide, which to me, um, it is. There are way worse genocides. I think what's happening in Sudan is worse. But right now, the hot topic, um, what happened in Sudan and Iran, to me are worse. But Israel is the hot topic. It's the hot button issue, and it's also the longer lasting issue. It's been happening for way longer than any of these other ones. Um, so hot button topic issue, but Hassan Piker is massive influence on this type of rhetoric. Oh, he's controversial because I would say he's a Russia simp. He doesn't like Ukraine. I wouldn't even say he's a Ukraine supporter in their vote against things. Well, that's a massive red flag. He called Crimea River after Russia tried to invaded him. Very bad. No context for that is going to make that justifiable statement. He said rich Ivy League college girls should be date raped, I believe. Don't quote me on that. He said something along the lines of that. That was insanity. No context would justify that. Um, just a lot of crazy statements. And there's been a lot of left infighting on certain groups of people endorsing him or being with him. Uh, and a lot of people are like, you shouldn't associate with this guy, and we need to kick guys like Hassan out the Democratic Party because he's not a Democrat, he's a communist. And he is a communist. He or a tanky. I wouldn't say he. That's what he is. I wouldn't say he's a communist. He's a tanky. He's a Russia simp. If anyone doesn't know what that is, a tanky is a Russian simp. Like they don't. They're not really communist. They're they're for Soviet Union policy. They downplay Russia's atrocious acts they've committed, like Crimea River. Uh, they do a lot of that shit. and there's been like infighting. We need to get these people out of the Democratic Party because the only place they can fit is the Democratic Party. MAGA hates communists. They hate socialism, so can't go there. So where can you fit in the Democratic Party with liberals who are very open arms to anybody who's against MAGA? If you're against MAGA, you welcome him. Blue matter who. And they've kind of invaded the party, some would say. Um, if you're on Twitter, which you shouldn't be, don't get on Twitter. It's just been a lot of infighting on my feed and hot takes there, hot takes there. There's a guy who's like a Hassan Orbiter, Mike from PA. He's openly said that he's only part of the Democratic Party, but he's a tanky, full and full. No, like I was like, man. And then you got the Democrats accusing them of doing that, and one guy openly admitting it. But a lot of this is being led by a streamer who I like, and I might be biased, but a streamer named Destiny, who he has been leading the hedge saying these people are out. He's also very anti-MAGA. He debates a lot. He was also one of the first component people of Blue No Matter Who. He's now walked back on that statement after Trump was elected, saying no, these people need to be out of our party. If you don't disavow Hassan Piker, I won't vote for you, and stuff like that. And I feel it's stupid, right? The tankies are a problem, but they're so small scale, and anybody with a brain knows, and excuse my language, they're retarded. Anyone with a brain is not supporting Soviet Union Russia, right? You can support some of the faces from Soviet Union Russia, but they're not supporting Soviet Union Russia. Like, and I've been just getting it on my feet, and it's so boring, especially when you have a sitting president who's committing one of the most corrupt human beings in history, one of the most corrupt administrations in the history of the earth, is sitting as a president, and we're worrying about fighting over people that about fighting. I'm missing a key component, and this is why this is just a yapping video. I'm gonna just upload this in full. It's a yapping video. A key component to the thing, this whole argument. People like Hassan Piker didn't explicitly endorse Kamala Harris for president when she ran against Donald Trump in the last election. They explicitly never really endorsed Kamala when democracy was on the ballot. And now they're doing vote blue no matter who when they didn't do it before. And it's kind of hypocritical. I don't think Hassan ever made a full, guys, go out and vote for Kamala, democracy's on the ballot. I don't think he's ever said that. I don't know if he has a clip of him saying that. He said he voted for Kamala Harris, but a lot of his criticism was over the Palestine issue, which Kamala said, she said free Palestine, but she said she wasn't backing out of funding of Israel, which to a lot of people was I'm not voting for you issue. Even though democracy was on the ballot against Donald Trump, I also am on the train of taking funding away from Israel, especially Netanyahu. I don't like Netanyahu. I don't like the people who's under Netanyahu. And democracy is on the ballot. Donald Trump was on the ballot. Donald Trump was a threat. This is a person who is a danger, and we seeing that danger in a mass scale now. The economy shit. The job market shit. The gas prices is shit. Uh, like we're seeing him destroy democracy, and it's happening quickly, right? And people voting third party, like some of my favorite YouTubers, Professor Dave. He said he voted for Jill Stein. I, Absolutely insanity to me after all the stuff he said on his videos about the age of misinformation. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you vote third party when you know a complete bad faith actor is sitting before you, and you're voting only third party because of an issue, a foreign policy issue, not issue on American soil, a foreign policy issue, right? And the problem is, we help Ukraine out, decent. That's a good foreign policy issue. We helped Ukraine. Stop funding Ukraine. We're voting for foreign policy issues when these people are trying to destroy the Constitution. A foreign policy issue that's been happening for years, decades, that we can't change. And they don't care about the other horrific mass war crimes that are going on in the country and in the world. It's like, why all of a sudden is what's happening in Gaza so important when in the 90s we had the Rwandan genocide, we had the Bosnian genocide, we had what's happening in Sudan, what happened in Congo? Why is what's happened in Iran when they killed the protesters and blacked out cameras? Insane shit. Like actual bodies on top of bodies. Like some insane shit. Why is Gaza the only foreign policy issue everyone cares about? I truly don't know, but I am very bored. I want my place where I live to be back to normal. I don't want my place I live to be shit. I'm worried about where I'm living. Right? If it's difficult for me to live on my own, that's a problem. I can't worry about you if I'm struggling. Right? I agree we should back out. I agree Kamala Harris handled the campaign a little wrong. She should have just dick rode and got the easy votes instead of standing on her principles or what she believed in. She should have just got the easy vote and said, "Hey, free Palestine. We're backing out from Israel." She should have just got the free votes. It was a free win. And it was a bad mistake. She played politician. She played both sides on the issue. You can't do that nowadays. We're in the age of misinformation, right? You can't play both sides on issues anymore. You're either one way or you're the other way. And she should have just played for the played along for the game. But the problem is, even with that, her playing both sides, we had somebody saying he would demo Gaza and turn it into a fucking 5-star resort. Kamala didn't say these things. So you're voting third party knowing they have no chance to win. So you're basically killing Gazans. And that's why Hassan Piker, Destiny, the liberals, the social democrats are fighting with the democratic socialists. That's why they're fighting. It's boring. It's tedious. It's a waste of time. because the only reason this is happening because everyone believes we're going to sweep the midterms. This is the only reason it's happened, where everybody believes we're going to sweep the midterms. But what's happening is, if they see this infighting, some Republican is going to come up, and he's going to see this infighting, he's going to use it to his advantage, and he's going to win an election. And that's the problem. Just because we believe he's going to sweep the midterms because Trump is doing so bad, that doesn't mean anything. Anything could happen. We saw this when Trump fucking points went through the roof when he got shot at. We thought it was a free win for Kamala. He gets shot at. He's going through the roof. I said it when it happened. When he got shot at, I said he's going to win the election off of this. He's going to win the election off of this. Because people like story. People like drama. And the infighting, if I'm a Republican, I'm using it against this. Look, this is the party that y'all want. They're not aligned with anything. Look, they're fighting amongst themselves. That's an ad I'm gonna run. It's easy, right? And he can win an election off of that. But other than that, I don't think I'm sad anymore because I'm yapping and I'm talking. But I had a bad day today. But the day's over. We're in a new day. I'm happy to talk to y'all. Happy to get this off my chest. I'm probably gonna upload this later. But like and subscribe. Peace and love. Don't die.